She's in the kitchen eating fruit. It's not even. What are you guys doing up at 5:30 in the morning? I'm the only one who's supposed to be up before 7 o'clock.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
I do too. Let's find out more.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
And this is going to be where we get into
Sure,
the couple
Sam.
we saw from the
I'll
trailers.
keep digging. In the meantime, you should
The
get plenty
baby
rest
that was
before
smuggled
your
in
next
from
mission.
Mexico, probably, according to the trailers. Time for a trippy dream. All right, Wyko said they raided 10 minutes ago, but the stream is on subscriber only mode. You're right, it's on subscriber only mode specifically so that I don't deal with spam, because if I leave it open, everybody tries to drop links for, hey, check out my stuff. Hi, here's my portfolio. Hey, this, that, and the other. Or we get hit with a bunch of corn spam. I don't want any of that. So whether you're watching on YouTube or whether you're watching on Twitch, there is a minimum of a 10-minute wait limit to engage with the stream chat. Both channels. I multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch every single day. If and I think most of our audience left since they couldn't engage. While I appreciate the raid, thank you very much for that. Um, if people can't wait 10 minutes to chat and they disappear, they're not my audience in the first place. I'm only interested in people who are going to be here for the long term and stick around and be willing to hang out for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and and hang out with our community and be willing to be here for the right reasons. If people are going to dip out after 10 minutes because, oh, he made me subscribe to his channel, they're not they're not the right people for us. So thank you for the raid, but yeah, I have it set this way for a specific reason because I don't like spam. This is the day job. I do this full time, and if I leave it open, I learned this years ago. Every single person who jumps in chat will be like, hey, I can offer you video editing services. Hey, I can offer you thumbnail editing services. Hey, check out my SoundCloud. Hey, check out my So yeah, we don't.
Starman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Dribrum coming in for his 22 months of membership. God damn, Dribrum. You've almost been here 2 years. That is a long time. There may be some internet hiccups too, because we're still in storm territory. So, we've still got flooding all around us. So if there's hiccups over on Twitch or something right now, it's probably because of the storms. Spam, 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 spam. I haven't listened to those. I used to have a 4 CD box set of Monty Python years ago. Oh yeah, I got this like lick stick thingy. What was this? It's probably gonna make me have trippy dreams. How do I get over to it? I could see the lick stick, but I can't touch the lick stick.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Let's give the photo man to Tarman. Let's give it to him. I do me every day. It's the best part about being me.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine.
Oh.
It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain.
Interesting.
You want to hear the story?
Sure.
Sure. I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine.
I need this hat.
This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
Should have strapped yourself in, kid.
You seeing this?
archival crabs.
I think she's pregnant.
Huh. Yeah, slacker. Especially if you go back to like PS1. Thinking back to
Hey, Pop,
remember
this is weird.
what was that Star Wars fighting game? On the PlayStation 1. TK Tie something. I forget what it's called now. I can remember, but like going back and looking at that, the graphics are just all blocky and
Stop!
should have strapped in, kid. I wonder if we're gonna have a submission to find his son. That's how he lost his hand trying to save his kid. Dude, this is a traumatic scene, man. And just like that.
And just like that, the tar took my boy and my hand along with him.
God damn, that was something else.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes, that said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
What's really impressive is the way they've got stop motion on the doll, but real time on the rest. That's a cool engineering thing. I gotta go look up that name of that game now. Star Wars fighting game. I know it was T something. Masters of Terras Kasi, that's what it was. That's crazy. That's been a long time ago. There were a ton of prequel Star Wars games for the PlayStation 1. I remember living with my high school buddies in like 1999. I think it was like 1999, 2000. We had a house together. I would have been 19, 20 years old. And I remember having a PlayStation and just sitting around and playing one of the Phantom Menace games where you could play all the different characters from the Phantom Menace and like play through the Phantom Menace storyline. It was a lot of fun. X-Wing, TIE Fighter, those were I played those on the PC before console. I remember Nintendo 64 had Rogue Squadron 1 and 2, I think. You could drop it in Discord, Slacker. I don't. There's no links permitted on YouTube or Twitch, so you won't be able to drop a link in the streams. But put it in the gaming channel in Discord. All right. I don't have a Dune channel specifically. There's just a gaming channel, which is for all things gaming. So you can drop it there. That's the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna get rid of this. There, that's more symmetrical. Excuse me. My Discord. Yeah, don't drop links in the Dune Awakening Discord. Yeah, if you drop links in the Dune Awakening Discord, they'll probably be like, nuke it. No, in my Discord, there is a gaming channel that you can drop links into. That's where all the guild members congregate and chat. I don't like any of the glasses, man. Alright, what else can I do to customize the backpack? It's probably patches or something. Yeah, it's patches. It's this one I got. No matter where, no matter what. That's right, baby. I need one that says keep on keeping on. Tummy, yummy cryptobite. Ugh. Alright, how do I use the lick stick? Because it's over here. But I can't actually pan over to it. It's that stick thing over there. They told me about it, but I can't actually use it. But it put it on the shelf. I can't seem to, like, the camera won't pan over to it. And I can't toggle over to it either. Maybe you're not supposed to meant to do anything with it. They just give it to you so you can see it. Alright, we found out more about our Lou history. Larry says, I started playing Death Stranding, really liking it so far. Well, I'm glad you took the plunge and started the first game. It is a lot of fun. Alright, hang on, Trippy Dream sequence.
The extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
Take on a main order at the F1 terminal. Well, why don't we travel to the F1 terminal? Jerome says he explains it's a collection edition if you go back to him. Alright. Oh, I need new boots. We need to make some new boots when I get back to town here. I have a spare pair, but they're the cheapy, crappy old ones. So let's make a new one. Did I drive past the entrance? I drove past the entrance. You know, I've noticed there's 2 seats, but I have yet to have a passenger. Alright. Let's make some new boots.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment.
Okay.
To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Okay, well, before we do that, let me make some new boots. Trekking boots. I should probably make another blood grenade. Awesome, Slacker. I will definitely check it out here in a bit when we switch over to Dune Awakening for the day. I do have a funny anecdote about Dune Awakening before we go over to Dune Awakening. As for fabricating stuff, getting ready here. I was over on the Discord this morning and I got pinged. One of the people who got really pissy yesterday when we were off in the deep desert who went and like dropped a link to my YouTube channel in the general Discord for Dune Awakening and was like, "This guy's being a dick. It's shadow banning my comments." And then somebody else replied and said, "Sounds to me like you're just being a Karen." And you're just wanting to find his manager to complain. And I just had to laugh because that person went on a rant about how Funcom is listening to assholes like this Renfail guy and changing the game. I was like, I have no sway over Funcom. I'm just some schmuck on the internet who plays the game and has fun playing it. Like I'm nobody. Like the idea that they listen to me? Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm in their content creator program, but I mean, I have no influence over Funcom whatsoever. People like Co Carnage might be able to influence Funcom one way or the other because they've got, 1.5 million people following, and when you have those kind of numbers, that can tend to sway a company if valid feedback is given. But some people don't understand game development. Like, companies don't listen to streamers as a general rule. They have a vision in their head, and the market dictates what they do with their game, not a streamer. Especially not a streamer who only has 50,000 followers on YouTube and 3,000 on Twitch. Like, I think the biggest numbers I've pulled streaming Dune have been launch day when I had like 700 people watching. You know, otherwise my average stream most days is like 100 people watching my streams. Maybe 100. I think I had 140 yesterday. You know, like I am not. Why would Funcom listen to me? I am a nobody in the scope of things. So it's just funny. People are just pissed off because I was out there proving them wrong. Your next destination is located in Rainbow Valley. Yes, Hector. There are people complaining about Dune Awakening. It's quite a funny thing. We may have to do a Reddit. We may have to do one of those things where I go to Reddit and just react to idiots on Reddit. That might be fun. Or we could just comb through the Discord. Okay. Oh man, I don't know what is going to be a good way to get over here. They said navigate the canyon, but look at that. There's a road right there that I could build.